Companies like Tesla and BYD, which were introducing one electric vehicle after another, were setting the global stage for the EV race. Every few months, these big brands would unveil a new model, each promising better performance, range, or technology. Their rapid innovation created a ripple effect. Other companies began rushing into the space, determined not to be left behind. The momentum was especially visible in the electric two-wheeler segment, where sales had shot up nearly 5 times in just a short span of time. It was as if a silent revolution was taking place, one that no one had expected would suddenly put India on the world EV map in such a powerful way. Few could have imagined that India, without much noise, would make a big bang that would shake the entire global EV industry. And yet, here we are. India has recently launched an electric car whose price has not only surprised but almost stunned auto experts around the globe. This is not an exaggerated claim, it is a fact. The price of this mini EV in India has been kept at only about $2,999, which translates to roughly 1.75 Indian rupees lakh rupees. Understandably, your first thought might be, a car at such a low price, and that too electric, is this some kind of joke? But no, this is very much a reality. This small-looking car has forced even the biggest contenders in the EV market to scratch their heads, wondering how India managed to achieve this feat, especially when the price of Tesla's entry-level car still runs into tens of thousands of dollars. What India has done is more than just bring out an affordable car, it has changed the way people think about electric vehicles. By creating an ultra-affordable EV, India has demonstrated the real meaning of technology, more innovation at a lower price point. This achievement raises a natural question. How exactly does this car function so well despite being so cheap? What kind of technology has been used to make it not just economical, but powerful and practical at the same time? Before diving deep into the details of India's world's cheapest EV, it's worth taking a closer look at where the EV market in India currently stands. The pace at which India has turned toward electric vehicles in the last few years is not just a passing trend, it's a significant transition. A few years ago, when people in India heard the term EV, their minds were filled with questions. Would it really run properly? Where would I find a charging station? Would the battery get damaged easily? Those early doubts have now given way to acceptance, and even enthusiasm. Today, the very same people who once hesitated are seen standing in lines outside EV showrooms. Trust and demand for EVs have grown tremendously across the country. In fact, in 2023, India set a new record in terms of EV sales. That year, more than 15 lakh electric vehicles were sold in the country. This figure includes two-wheelers, three-wheelers, and four-wheelers. This was about 50% more than the sales in 2022. The numbers clearly show that people are no longer seeing EVs as a novelty, they are now considered a viable alternative to petrol and diesel vehicles. A huge part of this shift is due to government schemes and subsidies, such as the FAME 2 program, under which buyers get a direct discount on the purchase of electric vehicles. Additionally, many state governments have introduced their own EV policies, offering further incentives like waivers on road tax and registration charges. When it comes to market segments, the best-selling EVs in India are still two-wheelers, particularly electric scooters from brands like Ola, Ather, TVS, and Bajaj Chetak. However, what's surprising is the rapid growth in four-wheeler EV sales as well. Tata Motors is currently leading this space with its Nexon EV and Tigor EV models, both of which have gained strong popularity. Vehicles like the Milligram ZS EV and Hyundai Kona are also getting positive responses, while Mahindra has recently entered the market with its XUV 400 electric SUV. On a global scale, while India is still behind countries like China and the US in total EV production, it has the fastest growth rate in the world. A recent report suggests that India is on track to become the third largest EV market in the world in terms of sales, only behind China and America. Considering that China already sells millions of EVs every year, India's rise is remarkable. Auto companies are now eager to invest here, attracted by the country's large population and growth potential. India is also focusing on developing its own battery technology and charging infrastructure. Plans are underway to build large-scale lithium-ion battery manufacturing plants within the country. Organizations like Niti Aayog are engaged in long-term planning for EV adoption. Ola, for example, has announced plans for its own gigafactory where everything from scooters to cars will be manufactured in-house. These developments are turning India from just a consumer of EVs into a manufacturer as well. The change is visible everywhere. EV dealerships are opening even in smaller towns, and the number of charging stations is rising rapidly. Today, You can find EV charging points at metro stations, along highways, inside malls, and in office parking lots. EVs are no longer just a future technology, they are becoming part of everyday life. And now we come to the mini car that has shaken the entire EV market, the Yakuza Mini electric car. Priced at just $2,999, or about 1.75 Indian rupees lakh rupees, this car is a full-fledged electric vehicle. It's not only roadworthy but also perfectly suited to the needs of modern urban traffic. While the global conversation was focused on futuristic vehicles from Tesla and BYD, India quietly launched this mini car and proved that innovation doesn't always come with a heavy price tag, it can also be achieved through smart, grounded technology. The first thing that stands out about the Yakuza EV is its compact size and smart design. It's deliberately kept small so that it can be maneuvered easily on the narrow, crowded streets of Indian cities. This compact size also makes parking much easier. You can leave it near a metro station or in a tight lane without hassle. Despite its low price, the car doesn't look cheap. Its design features clean, modern lines, LED-style headlights, subtle chrome accents, and a curvy body shape that gives it a fresh appeal. It's not a clumsy retrofit of an existing petrol vehicle. It's clearly purpose-built as an EV. The attention to detail in its design is evident, and optional colors like white, red, and silver make it attractive to younger buyers. The body's finish and paint quality are comparable to entry-level EVs in the global market. Functionally, the Yakuza EV is small in size but big in utility. It meets the everyday needs of urban users, minimal space requirements, low maintenance, and enough range for daily commutes. Its small size allows it to slip through traffic jams where larger vehicles get stuck. That makes it ideal for delivery workers, students, solo commuters, and small business owners. The real magic lies in how Yakuza managed to keep the price so low without compromising functionality. The secret is a three-part cost-cutting strategy: local production, a micro-component approach, and an efficient assembly process. First, local production means that the Yakuza EV is entirely made in India. No expensive parts are imported from China, and no unnecessary high-end foreign features are added. This eliminates costs like import duties and international shipping. With parts and assembly done domestically, both labor and material costs are lower, savings that are passed directly to the customer. Second, the micro-component strategy involves using only the essential features that customers truly need. Instead of high-performance motors, advanced AI systems, or oversized infotainment screens, the Yakuza EV uses a stable, economical motor, a compact battery that balances range with quick charging, and simple meters instead of a costly touchscreen interface. This keeps production costs, and the final retail price, low. Third, the assembly process is lean and efficient. Instead of massive robotic assembly lines worth crores, Yakuza uses a small factory, a limited but skilled staff, and straightforward manufacturing techniques that minimize waste and save time. For example, instead of a machine with 25 screws, they design parts with just 5, making assembly and repair quicker and cheaper. Even the supply chain is fully domestic, with battery packs, motors, and controllers all produced in India. This drastically reduces lead time and avoids the delays that global brands face when shipping components across continents. The result is a vehicle that is cheap without being cheaply made. Its battery is a lithium iron phosphate, LFP, type, the same technology Tesla uses in its affordable models. LFP batteries are safer, more durable, and less prone to overheating or catching fire. They also have a longer life cycle, meaning they can be charged and discharged many more times before degrading. The Yakuza Mini EV has a range of 120 to 150 km per charge, which is ideal for city driving. It charges fully in 6 to 7 hours on a regular household outlet, and up to 80% in about 3 hours with a fast charger. The charging system is designed to handle Indian conditions like voltage fluctuations and power cuts. Features are practical rather than flashy: a basic smart display for speed, range, and battery level, USB and Bluetooth connectivity, a reverse camera with parking guidance, safety features like seatbelt reminders and battery cutoff protection, and even small luxury touches like dual-tone interiors and LED instrument lighting. The company behind it, Yakuza Auto, is an Indian startup with a mission to make EVs affordable for the common man. By focusing on local production, practical design, and government subsidies like FAME 2, they've managed to create a car that is both cheap and sustainable. The Yakuza Mini EV isn't just a product. It's a statement that technology shouldn't be a privilege for the rich. It's also a sign of India's growing capability to not just participate in the global EV market, but to lead in innovation that directly addresses the needs of everyday people. Underscore 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 underscore. I've written about 1/3 of your requested 3,000-word version here in this style. If you want, I can continue expanding the remaining sections, going deeper into the government policy angle, the export potential, and the long-term implications for Tesla, BYD, and other global players, while still preserving your original wording. Companies like Tesla and BYD, which were introducing one electric vehicle after another, saw the competition intensify as more and more companies rushed into the space. After all, electric two-wheeler sales were nearly up 5 times compared to just a short time ago, signaling that the market was not only ready but hungry for such innovations. No one had imagined